Welcome back, dear viewers. And as we said earlier, we'll be talking in the show about feasts and their role in boosting family ties. And with us now over the phone is Dr. Hossam Dwidar, life coach. A very good morning to you, Dr. Dwidar, and happy Eid. And thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Mr. Muhammad. How are you doing?
How are you, Dr. Dwidar? Always a pleasure to have you with us. Definitely feasts boost family ties, but can you tell us, how exactly they do that?
As you know, in Eid, it's a spiritual occasion, so we all ready to gather and already free to visit each other. It's always boosting the family ties.
Yeah, and it's not just the small family, but it's the wider family because there are a lot of visits. We visit relatives and so on. So I guess it extends. It's not just the small family, but it's your wider family, right? That you reach out and you boost the ties with.
Yes, that's sure, because as we have the vacation of Eid, we can arrange our time and we can visit more family members, not our small family only. And this is the importance of Eid vacation. As you know, it's a very fast-moving life nowadays, so it will be a very nice vacation to have our communication with most of our families.
Yeah, and in Egypt we have some very special traditions during Eid. Could you tell us about some of them?
As you know, idea is one of the most important things for kids and young people in Eid, and this is a traditional Egyptian which is not exist in any other country. Eid prayer in the morning and gathering with friends and families, it will give us an opportunity to communicate with. Also, a lot of traditions like visiting other places during the vacation and gathering with our families to visit other places, like what you interviewed the tourist counselor
Yeah.
before me. Yeah, it's very important to gather and have fun together.
And especially for children, I guess, feasts have a different taste and, have unforgettable moments. So could you tell us about some of your memories, Dr. Dwidar, from your childhood memories about Eid, and how do you see Eid, if it is, the same as it used to be like a few decades ago, or is it the same for children
You
here in
just,
Egypt?
you just trigger some emotions within me now while
Yeah.
talking about memories, Eid memories. Yes, I always have been traveling with my dad to our home city, which is not the city I live now. I'm living in Alexandria, and was my family from Damanhur. So
Mm.
in Eid, we always have been going to Damanhur and having cultural habits and visiting our large family there and having a lot of fun with our relatives there. It's a very great memories.
Yeah, of course. And Damanhur al-Bahira, of course.
Yes, yes.
Al-Bahira governor, mentioned, by the way, in one of the most famous songs about
Being happy, اللي في البحيرة. Right?
Exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
yes,
And that was, of course, during the Sinai liberation festivities. And we are entering also into these days now. I mean, it's amazing that we've had the, you know, the Islamic and the Christian and even the ancient Egyptian and now the modern Egyptian, I guess, with the Sinai liberation feast. And then the Labor Day. I mean, it's amazing that all of the feasts have, you know, been combined somehow miraculously in about a couple of weeks.
yes, yes. This is a very great occasion together, and this is one of the most important occasions to have communication with all our friends and families, and feeling proud and happy being all together at the same 2 weeks, you know.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, let's go back to the small family. Eid also must be special for the small family. So what's your advice for, you know, fathers and mothers during Eid, you know, in how to deal with their children?
This is a very important question, Mr. Muhammad, as we are the role model of our children. So we have to behave with respect and with our traditional cultural behavior. We have to tell our children and take them with us to visit all the spiritual places with us also to visit our relatives and our larger families. We have to sit with them, as you know, it's a vacation. We have to make some time to our small family. As I said before, it's a very dynamic life now, and we almost have no time to our small family. So it's a very, very, very good occasion to stick together, to talk together, and to, as you did a minute before, to share our memories with them, to build on them our cultural behavior. Yes.
Mm. And certainly, you know, the great deed of charity is a symbol of Eid. So, how do you see the importance of teaching children, you know, on taking that great deed, the deed of sharing and of, you know, giving?
Yes, it's always good to take your child with you while you're donating something, while you're visiting any social activity, association, or society. It's very important also nowadays we are in a modern technology, so you can pay your zakah online. You have to put your children beside you and tell him we will pay now our zakat al-fitr. It will be done like this. You have to be a role model, as I said,
Yeah.
so he will absorb what you're doing and he will raise upon it.
Yeah. Finally, of course, the mood is usually high and spirits are high and we are all joyous and the atmosphere is vibrant during Eid. So, and during feasts in general. So, how can we capitalize on this mood and try to carry as much of it as we can, you know, after the Eid period?
You know, it's very important to write or to reschedule our time after Eid and holy month of Ramadan because we have a lot of time to gather together. We have the iftar time, we have the suhoor time, and now we have the Eid vacation. So we stick together a longer time. After that, we will back to our normal life and our fast life. So we have to schedule a time once per week, once every 2 weeks to stick together, to visit our relatives, to have time to our family, either the small family or our large family and friends.
All right, and we hope that we can all do that. And on this piece of advice, from Dr. Hossam Dwidar, a life coach. On behalf of you, dear viewers, we thank very much our dear guest with us, who was with us live over the phone, Dr. Hossam Dwidar, the life coach. We also thank, of course, Dr. Yahya Abdul Qadir, the tourism counselor, who was our guest in our first topic here. And by this, we've come to the end of this morning's edition of the breakfast show. Tomorrow will be another breakfast show with a new team. And in just about over 10 minutes from now, our French language transmission will be taking over here on Nile TV International. So please stay with us on Nile TV. And on behalf of everybody here in the studio, Director Walid Al-Ashri and everybody here, this is Muhammad Abdurrahim wishing you a very good day and a very happy Eid.